All right, guys. It is me, John Crump. We are waiting for the beginning of the deliberations to start, but they have not started yet. So we're gonna wait a little bit, and hopefully that they start soon. What I'm gonna do is bring you the judge giving the initial instructions, and the jury going back to look at what's going on, and then I'm probably gonna kill the stream for now until they come back because it's gonna take a couple hours. So I'm just gonna put this up. But before we do that, what's up, Joe Drag? Hold on, let me get you guys the Wolverines. Good old Wolverines. Sounds low. That's probably a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. But let me run my commercials first. We are brought to you by JSD Supply. JSD Supply makes some of the best 80% receivers on the planet. Check them out at jsdsupply.com. Use code CRUMP and you get like free shipping and $10 off, I believe, or something like that. Just use code CRUMP. All right. Or DARK. You can use code DARK too. Either one. They both work. I don't get any money for it. So whatever.
Proudly sponsored by TUSC, the only cryptocurrency designed with the firearms market in mind, with 3-second processing times. It's the fastest cryptocurrency on the planet. With lower transaction fees than traditional credit cards. It's perfect for your e-commerce needs. For gun guys, by gun guys. Visit TUSC.network for more information and join the digital revolution. Black Swan Tactical, your number one source for 2A streetwear. With shirts, mugs, hats, patches, flags, and more. There's always something to help you rep the 2A community. All proceeds go back into our projects. Viewers and listeners can take an additional 10% off with code CRUMPY. Unapologetically pro-gun, pro-liberty, and pro-freedom gear for the front lines of the culture war.
Uh, yeah, what I was saying is it's been a tough couple of weeks, but I am getting through it. Uh, the verdict, we don't know when the actual verdict will be heard, but here we go. Or actually, we announced it can take it. It can be today. It can be tomorrow. It'll probably be today. Like I've always said, you really can't never you can never really tell what the jury is going to do, what's going to happen in court. That's why there's so many plea
We're going to
bargains.
select the jurors to deliberate on the case. The 6 of you who are struck, well, I'm going to use the word dismissed is a better word. 6 of you
I'm
who are
actually in a
dismissed
meeting, so
will be kept here in the courthouse, just as the deliberating
if I go
jurors
mute
will.
and it looks like I'm talking, I
And
probably
you'll not
am.
be permitted
Just
to
not to you
discuss the
guys.
case in any way. There was a request if you could use laptops, and the answer to that is yes, but of course under the same rules that you've had all along, which is you're not to communicate in any way or access any site respecting the case. And let's strike the jurors as necessary. All of the jurors' numbers have been exhibited to the defendant, I believe. And they're paper clipped together now, and then please put them in the tumbler, and the bailiff will rotate it, and then the defendant will draw out 6 of the numbers.
What they're doing
No,
is
just,
picking the
separate 'em.
jurors. There's 18 potential, and they're going to get it down to 12.
And the names which are drawn out will be the jurors who will be dismissed.
The 9 that doesn't get picked, they have to sit there and watch TV. They're not allowed to have any access to the internet or anything like that. But they just get to watch TV all day. Vanessa Kitty, this is the way it's always done.
As I call your number, you please stand up. Number 11, number 58, number 14, number 45, number 9, and number 52. And then if you'll follow the bailiff into the back room.
The other jurors will have to bring them back in.
Night Shark is right. They
Right,
can't
members
use
of the
laptops,
jury,
so
it
they can't
is
look up
for
any
you
news
to
or anything
determine
like
whether
that.
the defendant is guilty or not guilty of each of the offenses charged. You must make a finding as to each count in the information.
They can watch like
Each count
Netflix and
charges
stuff.
a separate crime, and you must consider each one separately. Your verdict for the crime charged on one count must not affect your verdict on any other. As I indicated, I think yesterday, that you must return only one verdict for each count of the information. If you need to communicate with me while you are in deliberation, please send a note through the bailiff, which is signed by the presiding juror whom you've elected. In the event that you have questions, I will talk with the attorneys before answering, so it may take some time. You should continue your deliberations while you await an answer. I will answer any questions in writing or orally here in open court. upon your verdict, have it signed and dated by the presiding juror as to each count, and all of you return with the verdict to the court. Bailiffs? You need to solemnly swear that you will keep all persons sworn on this jury together in some private and convenient place, and that you will not speak to them nor permit anyone else to speak to them concerning the state of their deliberations or the verdicts upon which they have agreed, so help you God. I do. Okay. All right, folks, you can retire to consider your verdicts.
I'll dump the Discord. Invite, sorry. Thought I'd fix that.
And Shakespeare wrote, "Parting, as they say, is such sweet sorrow." You've been wonderful jurors, and we couldn't have asked for a higher quality jury, better jurors, more attentive jurors, more prompt jurors. And it is, with this.
That is the Discord.
Then when you take them up, you can take that up too. There have been rare instances, sometimes in cases you'd recognize by their importance, where jurors have been restored to the jury after having been dismissed. So that is conceivable that would happen in this case. It's not likely, but it's quite unlikely, but it's possible. So I'm going to ask that you continue with the instruction that you not discuss the case with anyone, not even amongst the six of you. You can't deliberate at all or discuss the case in any way. You can't read, watch, or listen to any account of the trial. Did some of you bring laptops? No? Well, I feel badly about that because I had a jury some years ago that was in a similar situation, and the extra jurors were, all they had to watch was daytime TV, and I'm afraid I can't even arrange that for you. But I don't know, maybe there was something about some movies or something, wasn't there? I hope they appeal to everyone.
Laura, I don't know, Becky's gone this morning.
Well, anyway, we'll see what we can do to give you some kind of entertainment. And but in the meantime, please adhere to those rules, and you will be. We're not going to sequester anybody or anything at this particular point. So, and I hope that they have a comfortable place arranged. I understand they do. So, any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Are we allowed to get our belongings?
Yes, in fact, I'm having the bailiff escort you up there now, and while you're there, you're not to have any conversation with the other jurors, okay? Anything else? Okay, fine. Thank you very much. And give those to the jurors, yes. All right, anything else now before you'll?
The Discord should be
I've,
fixed now.
I'll leave it there. Anything? Stay within 10 minutes from here, in case there's questions or something. Okay. Thank you.
Deliberations can be anytime. I mean, it could be till tomorrow, and then they can come back and say verdict, and the judge can send them back and say work harder, and then it can be 2 days. Usually, that's not the case. Usually, I would expect them to have something today. Like I said, it can be either it could be either a conviction of a lesser charge, acquittal, or a hung jury. Conviction, it would have to have 100% of the jury vote to convict. If the jury votes to acquit, that can also happen. Once again, all of it. And then also it can be hung. They can come to a conclusion, which means that it's a hung jury, which the judge can either the prosecution can refile to retry the case and it starts all over again, or they can just drop it. We will see what happens. But yeah, it has to be unanimous. All right, so they are away. We can sit here and do nothing, or we can just end the stream, and I will break in once we hear whatever. Once we get a verdict, I will be keeping an eye on it, and I will let you know. So we'll see what happens. I'm leaning on not sitting here doing whatever by myself and just having you guys just like look at me, because that's kind of weird. But as of right now, I mean, it's going to be a while before we hear anything. Hey, no, we can't talk about crap about Dark. He found me something I've been looking for. So he's picking it up for me. So we can't really talk crap about him. Yeah, but the intermission, we don't have no idea how long the intermission will last. Yes, Night Strike, you can talk crap about Dark. But as of right now, vote to sit and do nothing. Okay, we can do that. That works for me. What am I doing under the desk? What the fuck? Yes, you can talk crap about Rich. No, Rich is a cool guy. Anyone has a... Oh, poor Rich. All right, guys. I gotta do a couple things, so I'm going to drop myself out of the stream. I'll just let this sit here. You guys can talk. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna end it for now. Once we hear something, once we hear something, I'll start up the stream and we can talk about it. But so I'll see you all in a little bit. All right, bye.